Welcome to a hopefully short DCS test video. In this video, I want to test some anecdotal evidence that's come up on the forums in the last few hours, in fact. There's been some discussion that players suspect the damage models may have been improved slightly, particularly the damage models for the AI aircraft. People who have flown DCS in the past, particularly those who have flown Warbirds, will be familiar with the long history of complaints about the damage model, and that it certainly makes the PvE environment much less than desirable in terms of how things pan out in aerial combat. And it also is criticised for being substandard with respect to other similar titles. However, some of the discussion on the forum suggests that the AI may be responding to damage in a way that is improved on what we are used to seeing. So I've decided to jump in and have a look. I'm in a Spitfire 9 here. This is the aircraft I'm most comfortable flying, and I have a German Focke-Wulf 190 up ahead. So we're going to be merging shortly. And then when we do, we're going to have a look at how he responds to any damage that I manage to inflict. So let's first try and make eye contact so we can effect the merge. There he is, wafer thin. So he's already got a couple of hits on me. You can see my wing there is damaged, but nothing fatal. And now he's rolling up over the top, demonstrating his superior climb ability. And there he goes, just washing away. So I'm going to let him pop out in front of my nose here, get up behind. And he's rolling over the top again. Maybe able to get some hits on him here. Certainly closing the gap at any rate. Okay, so let's try now and see if we can actually get some damage. He's just pulling away though. And here's our chance. Bit of deflection. And you can see there that I have taken out his engine with that burst. His engine has come to a complete stop, and the aircraft is now basically just a glider. I may have killed the pilot, in fact, as well with that burst, but that's done for. Now, previously, many people will know that you can hit the AI again and again and again and again, and they never seem to fall apart. They never seem to take the damage. So that's the first little indication, in fact, that these AI aircraft are actually taking damage now. And that may have been a bit too much damage, but we can't be exactly sure where my rounds landed. I was firing cannon and machine gun there, so if I did manage to hit him on the engine, it makes sense that it would have stopped that engine, and certainly if some rounds went through the cockpit and killed the pilot, that would explain why the aircraft dived. But we're going to try this a few times, so let's do another test. Off we go straight away, and I don't want to get hurt on the first pass there on the merge, so I'm just going to bank away a fraction. He's over there, and he is now vectoring towards me, just blacking out as he goes up behind. And now he is rolling left. Okay, so we've got ourselves in a position where we're behind him now. Similar to before. And we're just going to follow him up here and see what sort of damage we can inflict. I'll try not to aim for the main, the fuselage area. I'll try to hit something else if I can. I think I missed there. It's probably better if I get in a situation where I don't have to pull search deflection, and that way we'll be able to see him a bit better. Sorry, just touched the mixture there for a second. Okay, we may get a chance here. Closing the gap. Just going to pump the RPM a bit. I would like to get directly behind him here so we can... okay, this is better. This is much better. Not enough deflection. Not enough deflection. Okay, splash on the tail there. So I did see a touch on the tail. Can we see any damage? Doesn't look like it. Ah, yes, left wing. He's left wing on the wing root. I can see damage decals. Left wing root. And I am actually staying with him much easier now. I've reduced the throttle. So I think he's lost some airspeed as a result. There we go. Left aileron has now snapped off. So let's see. What's his performance like now with one aileron missing? I'm throttling right back now. It's much easier to stay with him. So he's missing his left aileron and he's got the left wing root in a bit of trouble. Yeah, I'm slowing right down. He's lost a lot of airspeed. Now he's trying to roll. Not very effectively. And now he's basically stuck in the vertical. So we'll try closing again. Very easy to catch him now. Oh yeah, very easy. He is incredibly slow. Trying to hit his tail if I can. Not sure if I managed to there. Although there may be some damage. No, there's no damage on the tail. This is not difficult flying. Not difficult to follow him. Okay, a couple more touches on the tail. He's now got damage decal on the right hand tail. There he is trying to roll. He doesn't have much of a roll rate. Okay, let's see if I can finish him. There we go. We chopped the tail section of the aircraft off and we've set something on fire and there's the pilot bailing out. Okay. Well, that was quite nice there, and there you go. The aircraft is actually, after some time of burning, it has actually exploded and it is separated into 3 fairly large pieces. Let's try another one. So this time I'm going to go to the right to see if I can entice him to move in the other direction. He should be off to my left closing. I've lost, well, I never gained a visual. There he is behind me. Okay, so he's just climbing it behind me here. Just gonna roll so that he gets in front. Try some shots from a pretty high deflection angle there. Okay, so we're on a 6 again. What I'd really like to be able to do is just fire machine guns. Yes, I can just fire machine guns with a single indent on my trigger. So also just going to bring the gun sight up a little bit. Let's see if I can just touch him with machine guns. So we should see less damage, hopefully. Missed him there. And again I missed. I run the risk of accidentally pressing the trigger for the cannon here at the same time, but I guess that's not too big a problem if that happens inadvertently. Am I touching him? I don't think so. Nah, I'm missing him. Not enough deflection. Still not enough. Trying to keep him in sight so that we can see the damage at the same time as hit him. In this sort of turning situation, which is not easy. I need to get him flying straight and level, ideally. There we go. Machine gun rounds on the right horizontal stabilizer. No apparent visual damage. Although we may have that decal again, I'm not sure. That would be funny if it was there again. Here we go. Should be able to... Okay, there we go. Touches on the left with machine gun. Just a couple of machine gun rounds. Touches again on the tail. So this is just 2 machine guns firing here, 2 303s. So it's not a lot of serious weaponry going at the guy. More touches on the tail. Okay, quite a few touches on the tail there. He's slowing down though. There we go. And there's one bullet hit the engine. Left side engine cowling. And that has stopped his engine. That's very similar to the damage I did in the first example, the first experiment. And he's actually behaving in a very similar way. So there we go, he's gone straight in. Let's try now against a BF 109. I've got one set up coming towards me here, so just going to quickly go through some quick pre-combat checks. I'll drop my nose, see if I can get him to turn and drop down with me a bit here. Is he going to come down? Yes, he is. He should drop below me if I can just arrest my... G. I should be able to get on a 6 here. Nope. Right, he's hanging in the sky. Let's see if he runs out of energy. Still relatively quick there. He yanked it over. See if he goes up and loses energy early again. Yeah, he is. He loses a lot of energy fast there in that high. Okay, so I've managed to hit his radiator, and you can see the canopy's come away, and I think he's going to bail out. The canopy popped, and he's run out of coolant, and there's the parachute. So that was really nice. Now, in previous iterations of DCS, for one, the damage was always just the black smoke. So that's something that I haven't seen really before consistently, is the coolant being damaged, belching white smoke, and then he emptied all the coolant, the canopy was popped, and the pilot bailed out. So the AI will bail out now when the aircraft is heavily damaged, which is a very, very good thing. So there's just a couple of examples, I think, showing that the damage model for the AI for the Warbirds has arguably, in fact I would say demonstrably, improved. It's highly worthwhile, I think, people taking a look particularly at single player, and then perhaps if some of the multiplayer servers bring back some of the AI, I think they're going to find that it is quite meaningful again. I noticed also since starting this video that Nineline, who is Eagle Dynamics community manager, has confirmed that some work has been done on the damage modeling and work continues to be done. It just hasn't made it into the patch notes to this point. So I think we can expect incremental changes to the damage models over time, even if those changes are not necessarily announced in the patch notes. So I hope that's encouraging for DCS World War II players. It's certainly encouraging for me, and hopefully we'll see you over the English channel a bit more. Thanks for watching.